Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala ali Muhammadin kama sallaita ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim innaka Hamidum Majid. Allahumma barik ala Muhammadin wa ala ali Muhammadin kama barakta ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim innaka Hamidum Majid. Imam Sahib said that in the previous Dars we spoke about the rules of mosques and the etiquettes of mosques, and today Imam Sahib wishes to carry that subject forward by presenting some more traditions. And there's one particular tradition in which the Holy Prophet ﷺ, who was our beloved Lord and Master, said this which was in the form of a prophecy, where he says that there'll be a time that will come on man when in the mosques they'll speak about matters to do with the world. So that he stated this emphatically, that this is how the Muslims will behave in the future. This weakness, this defect will emerge among the Muslims, that instead of having the center of focus being the mosque, being the worship in a mosque, but they instead of that they concentrate on worldly affairs in the mosques. Imam Sahib says that this is seen among Ahmadis as well in some places, and this is extremely sad to see. And this is something that 1500 years ago the Holy Prophet ﷺ had warned against. So we should remember that in the mosque we should speak about things to do with the mosque, and there is absolutely no place in the mosque for any worldly matters and many discussions, any habits or any matters of business dealings, etc. Any such thoughts should be completely removed from the brain, and one should focus one's attention on the mosque when one comes to the mosque. So this Holy Prophet ﷺ had already warned about this, that this weakness is going to arise. So what was the purpose of this? The purpose is that there are some unfortunate people who will be prey to this problem. But all believers who are the true believers, you should remember that a mosque is for the sake of the worship of Allah, and any matter or any discussion in a mosque which challenges the sacredness of the mosque is wrong, and such matters which remove concentration, which destroy the concentration of salat, should be completely avoided. And people should have this feeling in the mosque that they should see that everyone is trying to concentrate on salat, and they look like they are busy in prayers and in presenting their needs humbly before Allah. So the Holy Prophet ﷺ has given us this warning, and then in this way he has taught us that if someone tells us some worldly matter in the mosque, then we should not respond to them. That is, that the worldly matters, such as it need not be something to do with business. Anything that is related to the world is included in this, and it will be the misfortune of such people that this would apply to them. And the Holy Prophet ﷺ thus advised the believers, and it should always be a path that we must follow. And he said that you should not sit with such people. So if you see such things happening, then you should never sit with such people, and do not listen to anything that they say, and do not respond to anything they say. And the Holy Prophet ﷺ gave another guidance, which was also that tell people to not speak by indicating towards this. So first the Holy Prophet ﷺ said that such people have nothing to do with God. Allah does not have anything to do with them. So you do not sit with such people, and you do not listen to them, and do not reply to them. And in this way, these kind of matters will be discouraged. But if anyone continues to speak in this way, then you should try to indicate with a sign to tell them to keep quiet. So the Holy Prophet ﷺ's instruction on seeing something that was disliked was that, first of all, you should indicate towards them to keep quiet by, for example, putting your finger towards your mouth, and to make them understand that to remind them that they shouldn't just be speaking in a mosque. But there is another tradition, Imam Sahib says, that he will mention later on, that if you see something bad, then you should try to stop it with your hand. That with your hand, every believer should try to stop something which is un-Islamic or against the Sharia, or something illegal or wrong. If you see them or hear them doing something, then you should try to stop him with your hand, and we should have the courage to tell them to stop. And if when lam yastati biqalbihi, that if you are not able to stop them with your hand, then at least you should speak to them about it and inform them of the best thing to do at that time. And also the hadith then also says that if a person is so weak that he's unable to stop people with his hand, neither he can do it with his tongue, then at least he should regard in his mind that this is wrong, and he should not do so himself. So look at how the Holy Prophet ﷺ taught us the paths of goodness with love, and by saying that you should stop anything bad, and you should stop other people from it as well, and you should either stop them by your hand or by your tongue, or at least you should think about it. You should consider it as something bad, and you should not do it yourself. And this is the weakest form of faith which a man can act in accordance to. So it's extremely important to reform the society, whether it's within the mosque or outside the mosque. And you should never think that if I stop someone from doing something wrong, they will dislike it. If you do not try to reform people, then who is going to dislike it? Allah will dislike it. That's why a person who, despite having the capacity to do so, he did not try to reform that particular aspect of the society. So Imam Sahib said, this is where I want to end, that the mosques should be kept pure and clean of anything worldly, any worldly matters. And if you see something which is disliked, then you should try to stop it in whatever way you can possibly do that. And may Allah bestow on us the capacity to continue to reform ourselves. Ameen summa ameen.